time, but I looked up some stuff today, and I heard that that was the year that the Vietnam War ended. That was the year that Jimmy Hoffa went missing. It was also the year that a couple of champions were born. Tiger Woods was born that year. Jimmy Johnson was born that year. They've accomplished a lot in the last 4 years. But so is this guy here. Mike Arlo started his show on FM 99 WNOR 40 years ago in February. Congratulations, Mike. I've known Mike since I moved here, which was in 1995. In February of 96, he came to work for the Fox. And literally, I could tell you hundreds of stories about Arlo in that last 20 years. One involves Freedom Nissan. A remote there. Some of you will know that story. Also, the time we gave away tickets to the Stones at Jack King Cooke Stadium, which he'll tell you about some other time. But the times that I remember most about Arlo are the times that he provided the community support and service that very few people could. After 9/11 in 2001, after Hurricane Isabel, at every Mayflower Marathon. And I remember those times when Arlo did the show from his bed.
I remember that.
His back surgeries. That happened more than once. That happened many times. What a guy. Literally the nicest guy and the most genuine man I have ever met in radio is Mike Arlo. So we have a little something that you can stick on your mantle at home, presented to Mike Arlo in celebration of 40 years of making it a great day. Tidewater Communications in 2015. Congratulations, everyone. I know you're going to say something, but we'll let you do that in a minute. But first, what I want to do is I want to get Dave Paulus up here. Mr. Dave Paulus, who was Mike's boss for 10 years. Dave, a few words?
Oh, Michael, good to see you, my friend. You know, it's an unusual story. I've been back in the market for about 6.5 years. I haven't seen Mike that often since I've been back. Saw him tonight, and he started the story that he started 6.5 years ago. Right back where he was. It's amazing. Just right at that spot where I left him 6.5 years ago, hanging on the story. So, you know, one of the joys, and I just realized I got to spend a quarter of your career with you at Saga, and it was wonderful. And there's two things I remember so well about Mike. One, he's just such a nice guy. I mean, he's just one of those guys where you meet him and you see him and you say to yourself, just a friendly, good man, and a guy that talks and says what he means and means what he says. And I love that, Mike. And the second thing I remember so well about Mike, for my 10 years of being a general manager, is he just doesn't have any ego. I mean, the guy is all about being humble, about the radio station, and about the people surrounding him. So it is absolutely my pleasure to be your 40th party today. So congratulations, my friend.
Thanks, DP. That's the one thing I think everybody says about Arlo, is he is the nicest guy. I've worked with him for 20 years. Never seen him, he's had so many interactions with listeners over that time. I mean, I've seen him at parking lots of every car dealer in town, and some way out of town. And he's always had time for every single listener that's come up. And that's why he is beloved the way he is with all of our listeners. And, you know, that's rare. We have some other good wishes that we want to share with you, and Sonia is going to take care of that.
Okay, a number of people outside of this room have sent well wishes to Arlo. We will start with a certificate of recognition from the Virginia Association of Broadcasters on 40 years of radio.